Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to Weaves of Waves. Yes, I've been missing for 2 days. I've been busy. Oh, life has got so many changes and challenges and stuff, and some of it's good, some of it's a bit more of a challenge. But I've been looking at, the things that matter in life. And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and really excellent podcast. It's out on daily, and these guys just discuss the world, and that's called the Lotus Eaters, and you can find them lotuseaters.com. That's really good stuff. I'm learning lots from them. And I've been listening to Jordan Peterson. I've been listening to Alan Watts. Alan Watts is unfortunately passed over, but he's amazing concepts. He has some concepts there about life, death, and everything in between, and it's kind of fun. And the other one that I was listening to, which I haven't listened to in decades probably, that's Abraham Hicks. And I've been reading a book about somebody who reckons it's all a fraud. And it's rather interesting because I've always seen Abraham channeling. Anybody who sits there and says, I'm channeling goodness knows what. Yeah, right, bollocks. I'm sorry, channeled information cannot be backed up. So I'm a skeptic on channeled information. So I've looked, I remember The Secret, and I remember the big fuss that came out of that, and thoughts create things. No, they don't. Most of us know they don't create things. You have to have little bit more and an awful lot more practice about sort of keeping your emotions under control, and there's a little there's like a whole manual to read before thoughts create things. But the thing is with Abraham Hicks is I never objected to the message. I object to the messenger. I think whatever, they're cashing in on it. It's fine, but the message wasn't bad. I wish they'd just say that this is my message rather than it's channeled information, because that would be a lot easier, but okay, whatever. The book that I've read is basically debunking Abraham Hicks, and it's all the things that I did see. That's why I left. I didn't really follow them so much. I liked the older version of Seth, but I didn't quite understand that, and I think I'm going to go back to Seth. And again, it was a channeled information, but it was like Abraham Hicks got the information from Seth and kind of pushed it into there, which again is fine. I have no problem with that. It was just a bit weird with all the guru and cult following, but I've never really been a follower. I don't do gurus. They're always debunked. They're always human, and they screw up, and then suddenly you're like, they're human, they're not sort of godlike people. So yeah, Abraham Hicks was an interesting blast from the past, and I found a whole bunch of podcasts, and apparently the guy Jerry died. I hadn't heard any of that. I don't hear much of the news, and also lately I'm thinking the news really screws you up. But it has encouraged me to go back and do some proper meditation. I do meditations daily, but yeah, I'm a lot more, I've got to quieten down. I've got to do it a little bit more, I think. So yes, the message is there. Trying to separate the message from the messenger is tough for me because I'm very judgmental of people that channel shit, basically. It's like, prove it, give me some backup. And that's wrong of me. That's bad. It's like, right, look, let's look at this from a different point of view and just look at the message. And the message is not bad. It's a little light and fluffy, and a little cold in places, especially for death and dying. It's almost like, oh well, it happens. Don't worry about it. And that's like shrugging it off, because death and dying is something that is a very deep subject, and grief and loss. And if it's all written down to sort of, well, yeah, they chose it, they're in a better world, move on, it's too flippant. No, it's way too flippant. And so for that I got cross with Hicks, with Abraham, the 100 souls all in one. I thought, no, you're not getting the point here. But okay, fair enough, it's fine. The other thing that caught my eye in the news, which I laughed. I did laugh, and then I looked at it further. This Nike business, now I don't care. Satan, I was a Satanist once upon a time. I moved on. It was like a childish phase. sex, drugs and rock and roll. Did that, been there, won that t-shirt, meh. It didn't really achieve much. Yeah, it was fun, I suppose, but okay, so we all do it for shocks and laughs, and there's no such being, as far as I'm concerned, as Satan. I'm sorry, it's a scapegoat that we just sort of, yeah, Satan made me do it. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, so the one is the Nike shoe. Now, all of that nonsense around it, fine, do what you like. 666 is not the mark of the beast, it's a mark of goddess, and it's like, yeah, obviously they haven't done their homework, pentangles and stuff, fine. Again, it shows a very deep lack of research. They just sort of got any old Hollywood movie and bunged it together. Fine. Again, I have no quarrel with that. It's the drop of blood. Now this is a curious thing. This is like a thing. I've studied blood. I know the ins and outs of blood magic. You put a drop of whose blood would be the first question I ask before I would wear any of these shoes. Because blood is cellular and soul level magic. It's like a combination of every thought that you have, every emotion that you have, every cell in your body, so your past, your present, and your future. Blood vibrates on levels that is like different. Yeah, you can drink blood, you can have sex with blood, you can heal with blood. Blood is a whole different magic ball game, and somebody, you'd have to donate quite a few pints, I think, to put a little drop of in everybody's shoe. But hey, that is like, whose blood is in the Nike's shoes? And yeah, to buy a drop of blood, wow, I'm impressed with marketing levels. I'm also impressed with some magic levels. That's a level that I haven't even thought of, which I thought I'd covered most of blood magic. But if you give somebody a drop of your blood, you kind of have a manipulation tool in. It's very interesting because a lot of people, lovers, used to sort of put a bit of drop of blood on a pendant, on a ring, or a little bottle around your neck or something to connect each other. You can protect somebody, protect a child or a pet, by putting a little bit of drop of your blood onto a pendant or a little bottle or something, or a collar or something. Yeah, blood magic is a very, very subtle way, but it also works. If you want to summon a jinn or something, you cut your own blood into a candle, or, you know, there are ways of doing this, and somebody has put a drop of their blood into a shoe and put it onto market for mass general sale and told you about it. Yeah, I wonder what's going on there. I can only speculate. It would be an interesting way of tracking each shoe. You would be connected, subtly connected on a lot of levels to your blood. That's the whole idea. It links you. Why on earth would you want to be linked to, I don't know, 100,000 strangers? What would you want to do with them? Very, very fascinating. I would love to know what the backstory of this. It probably would never come out. But yeah, be careful of blood magic. I am wary of blood magic. I've used it, certainly, but it's not something you do lightly, because it's one of the few power forces that you have. And of course, menstruation magic, it's all part of being, you know, they used to pour menstruation blood into the poor guys, bound them to them, and you know, that sort of thing works. It's not that I've ever tried it. It's disgusting. It's unhygienic and disgusting. However, there's a lot of people out there that are desperate, and it's on that sort of level, and you're like looking at this thinking, right, okay. And yeah, it did make me laugh to start off with, and then I thought, I wouldn't go near one of these pairs of shoes with a barge pole. I have no idea what intention has been put in out when they've done this. Whose blood is the major question, and yet everyone's just sort of laughing and being shocked at the fact that it's demonology, it's Satan. Come on, just that's the minor part. What's the other hand doing? So that was fun. So yeah, I will see if I can do another podcast today, or a video today, and see if I can catch up, because I'm now a couple of days behind. But my internet is so rubbish here, I'm going to have to sort of I'm getting a booster system, and I'll probably do a whole unboxing. I've seen the unboxing, people, and I'll see if it bloody well better work, because I'm very not even getting cellular stuff here, so I'll have to go down the road just to even upload this video. So yeah, it's interesting, fun and games, but yeah, we will see if I can do another videos. If yeah, thank you for your subscribing, and thank you for your comments, much appreciated. Please check out my products. I know I shouldn't be selling shit, but I'm very proud of my products. Even if you don't buy one, just leave me a message on how good that one was. I've got t-shirts and stuff, weavesofwaves.com. I've got t-shirts and hats and bathing costumes and boxer shorts and baby grows, and yeah, that you can do printing. You put your print up and then it can be put onto these things. So I put the price down as low as I can, so it's there's very little profit in it for me, but I would really just like to sell this stuff. Anyway, I hope to speak to you later. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now.